5, 4, 3, 2.
Crank it, Jerry.
Welcome to Into the Wild, the official podcast of the Washington Wild Pigs.
What do you hear? What do you say?
It's the best sports podcast in the world. Wait, is that true?
If you're committed enough, you can make any story. I once convinced a woman that I was Kevin Costner, and it worked because I believed it.
Now, here's your host, Kyle Dawson.
Did you get the popcorn?
Back on the Wild Things Baseball Network for our post-game show. The final score, Washington 6 and the Florence Yalls 5. We'll start with the scoring and our highlights for our Into the Wild podcast pages. It started in the bottom of the first inning after Yaniker Villalobos retired all three batters in the top of the first. Florence came a-hittin'. Alberti Chavez led off the game with a double. Craig Massey would single to make it first and third. The next hitter, Brian Fuentes, extended his on-base streak to 32 games with a 3-run home run to right field that made it 3-0 in favor of Florence. The scoring would continue several batters later. Ed Johnson singled and stole second base. The next batter, Sergio Gutierrez, the catcher, singled home. Johnson ended up stranded himself, but that completed a 4-run, 5-hit inning for the Florence Yalls against Washington starter Dario Frigio. Frigio would settle in well after that, ended up with the win today. He goes to 3-1. 6 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a hit batter for Dario Frigio. The winner included a strikeout over Brian Fuentes on 3 pitches in the 5th inning on a nasty breaking ball as he settled in. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Nasty breaking ball from Frigio there for his second strikeout. In the top of the 5th inning, after Tom Vaith was ejected for the second time in the series, the Wild Things got some offense going, had entered the inning without a hit. Tommy Caulfield singled to start the inning. Ethan Wilder hit a fielder's choice, but would reach because there was an error at second base on the throw by Villalobos on the bounding ball back to him. That would make it first and second for Carson Clowers, who would ground out the third base to move both runners up. After a strikeout of Ricardo Sanchez, Caleb McNeely stepped to the plate and delivered a 2-run single for Washington that gave the Wild Things 2 runs and cut the Florence lead in half. And Wilder, the base runners, the 2-2 line softly to center down for a base hit. This will get Washington on the board. Caulfield around to score. Wilder will dive in as the throw gets cut off. It is 4-2. As Caleb McNeely picks up RBI 19 and 20 of the year for him, and the lead is cut in half. In the 6th inning, after a strikeout of Andrew Check, Robert Chayka singled, and Quincy Lattimore stepped to the plate and evened the contest with a 2-run homer. Takes his lead off first base. Villalobos checks him, and Lattimore hits it well in the air to left center field, ranging back. Johnson looking up. The ball is gone. Quincy Lattimore with his 3rd home run of the year, and Washington has tied the game at 4 apiece with the long ball. Chayka in to score on the Lattimore 2-run blast. That was Lattimore's 3rd home run of the season. The next run for Washington would come in the top of the 7th inning with 2 outs. An RBI single by Robert Chayka scored Caleb McNeely and made it a 5-4 Washington lead. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball back toward the middle and through for a base hit. Washington has the lead as McNeely comes in to score on the little dribbler. Chayka, his 8th run batted into the year, his 2nd hit of the day. It's 5-4 in favor of the Wild Things in the 7th. The Wild Things would add a run in the top of the 8th inning on an RBI single by Carson Clowers that scored Ethan Wilder, who had doubled with 1 out. That turned out to be the difference in the ball game today. Second, the runner there, Wilder, after the double, the break even to Clowers. Grounded back through the middle. That is a base hit. Wilder going to be waved around third by Ryan Whithorn. Throw from Creel is a good one, but it is late, and Wilder dives in safely in a 6-5 finish as Florence got an RBI ground out from Hank Zeisler in the 9th inning to score pinch runner Jeremiah Burks, who ran for Craig Massey. He had drawn a walk against Kyungju Kim. Brian Fuentes doubled after that walk, but the double did not prove fruitful enough because Fuentes would be stranded at third base on the strikeout of T.J. Reeves to end the ball game for Kyungju Kim. Here's the next pitch. Rolled softly toward third. Caulfield, bare hand play off to first in time. 1 out. Tommy Caulfield can't even say flashing the leather because he didn't use the leather. 2-2 pitch. Did he go? Yes! Sanchez applies the tag. It's a strikeout, and the Wild Things take the series. The winner, Dario Frigio, he goes to 3-1. The loser is Yuniker Villalobos. He is 1-3. And the save goes to Kim, his 6th. Time of the game was 2 hours and 55 minutes by my count. And don't see the attendance yet. We will get you that at a later date. That will just about wrap things up for us. 6-game homestand starts on Tuesday for the Washington Wild Things. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Night, blackout breast cancer promotion with a jersey auction. Let me pull the promotion schedule up just to make sure we can get through the homestand. That is presented by 84 Lumber on Tuesday when the Windy City Thunderbolts come to town. Senior Sluggers program Wednesday at 6:05 against the Bolts. Presented by AARP Pennsylvania. The Brew Crew is back with the Molson Coors Beverage Company, and Summer St. Patty's presented by Friday Beers Pittsburgh on June 6th at 7:05. The weekend, Joliet comes into town. Fireworks Friday presented by Range Resources and Follansbee Community Night. June 8th on Saturday, a big one. Salute to Service Night presented by Nicole Malesic at Realty One. Salute to Service Jersey Auction presented by 84 Lumber. Westmoreland County Community Night presented by Fibrenew, Laurel Highlands Scout Night, and a Salute to Service hat giveaway to the first 1,000 fans in attendance presented by GI Plumbing on Saturday the 8th at 7:05, gates at 6. And Sunday, June 9th, the homestand wraps up at 5:35 with a Blueprints Kids Eat Free Sunday. It is Toy and Game Night presented by Point Park University with appearances by Buzz Lightyear, Jesse, and Barbie in the house on Sunday. The final score here, the Wild Things 6, the Florence Yalls 5. Washington takes the weekend series, advances on the season to 14-6 and 10-1 away from Wild Things Park this year. Will return home. First pitch Tuesday, 7:05. We will have the Tom Bates Show on Tuesday pregame before the first of 3 with the Windy City Thunderbolts. For all of us at the Washington Wild Things, Kyle Dawson saying so long. Thanks for being someone who served it. On the Wild Things Baseball Network, Wild Things a winner in the rubber game. Back home for 6 starting Tuesday night, and you'll catch it on the Wild Things Baseball Network. Good night.